I think it was the second year when somebody came to talk to us about her experience, and that's when I decided that I wanted to do something more pragmatic and started thinking exactly what I wanted to do, and that's where I decided that I wanted to have my own business. My business partner is somebody who have studied with me, so it was during this session that she came up to me and said, why don't we join forces and create something bigger than just being a photographer, and that's where we started.
I don't think I would be where I am at in my career if I didn't go to university. In university, one of the most beautiful things that I learned is that if you have a talent, people will spot it sooner or later, and you need to use your unique powers to be able to highlight it in a sense and be sure that someone will recognize it. Also, university, I don't think that is for everyone. I know a lot of people that are super talented, they just went to work, and that is another pathway. But I think university, in a sense, is an opportunity, and it's a privilege, I think, to have a study and have a direction where you are 18 and you need to choose where to go. You have the time here to experiment, to try so many different things. I would say, as a suggestion for you, to experiment as much, and also your tutors will tell you, oh, there is this job, this other job, or this other career opportunity, but look at how the world is reshaping itself and how many jobs there are out there, but also think about what you like most, and there are also unconventional ways to create what you really want to be or the career of your dreams. There are so many opportunities, honestly, and I think Westminster is one of the best universities there are in London.
For me, university, I found it very difficult. I found that I wasn't like a really academic person. I don't think I took advantage of as much as I could have done in terms of the facilities and maybe mentorship programs and things like that. So I'm an example of someone like that. But I think the thing that the university did really well for me was my course in particular at the time, I had really good lecturers. The creative side of it really informed my practice in more practical jobs. I think it helps me to look at those areas differently and maybe offer different things.
I have to be honest, when I left university, I wasn't feeling very confident on the practical side. I was worried that somebody would have knocked at my door after graduating and be like, here's a job for you, show me what you can do. And I was not ready for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. I was expecting literally people to open their doors for you, but there is a lot of work that you have to do to reach out to these people. The fact that I started my own business helped me reach out to these people, also get experience and learn the practical side that I felt I didn't get.
When I came out of uni, I was really scared I wouldn't get a job, especially because I wanted to do something creative like writing, directing, and stuff like that. And obviously, there's very few places for that kind of job, especially when you just come out of uni. So I went through the route of like getting other jobs in the industry, which there weren't many either. But I did get onto like the Screen Skills Trainee Finder scheme before I finished graduating. So I was a bit less scared, I guess. And that's how I got like my first jobs in the industry.
For me, in my second and third year of uni, I was image processing for like property marketing company. So it was just something connected to photography. So that was really good, and that was like a part-time thing for me. And then when I left uni, I continued to do that, and my worries were that I'd be continuing to do that for a long time. I'd be working in property, which it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do at the time. Try and do something as close to the thing you want to do. So for example, for me, I wanted to make like photo books and hold exhibitions and always work creatively and do editorials and things like this. But I knew for myself that that would be quite difficult to get into quite early on. What I tried to do is try and do things that are related to that as much as possible, whether it's assisting in a studio, whether it's editing property stills, it could be anything, but there's always like some connection. I think that helps meet your expectations more, and then you can kind of build from there.
Don't feel like you need to have everything figured out before you leave university, because there is so much out there that while you are in the field, you will then learn what you like and what you don't like. You might think that you want to do a certain kind of photography, and then you start doing it on an everyday basis, and you realize that that's not what you like. So don't think that you need to leave and have everything planned already, but think about what makes you happy and start part-time or like an internship that will certainly help you figure out things. From my experience, networking is one of the main ways I get work through my network. So So make sure you start networking now through your peers, but also there are so many events. You're in London, so you're lucky enough to have always events where you can meet photographers, other filmmakers, producers, just meet up with people, talk about what you want to do. There are websites like The Dots where you can get a lot of collaborations. I think networking is really important. You need to be out there, you need to put yourself out there and build connections.
Networking is everything. Now you are networking with your peers in your course. You can go out and network with people from other courses. But then all the time that there is an expert coming in, ask for email, connect with them on the LinkedIn, because you can see where they are at, where they will be going. And as soon as you grow as well, just shoot them a message on Instagram or LinkedIn. People are happy to reply because they see you and they see themselves.
Start sooner rather than later. Sometimes I look back, I have this thing with time where I always feel that I don't do enough, but always do more than what you think. Because one day you're gonna leave university and you will be pleased. Even if it's terrifying in terms of networking or jobs opportunity, just do it. The worst thing is that that job goes wrong or somebody says no. You never know where things can go. Even if it's really scary, just show up and do it.
I would say be aware of the current trends your industry is in, and I think a lot of for creatives right now is AI. Start now to understand how it works, what are the best practice for it. There are so many softwares that you can implement, and when you go out of university, you will be an AI professional in photography, AI professional in filmmaker, and that's how you will distinguish yourself and your skills. And don't be afraid of your mistakes. I made so many mistakes in my professional career, but I look back and I'm like, I'm grateful for that mistakes because they took me exactly where I am right now.
This is gonna sound cheesy, but try to not stop creating if you want to do something creative. Second thing I'd say is be nice. Even if it's like a small project, everybody's gonna know it.
Probably the most important thing is like looking after your mental health, because I think if you're starting your own business or you're freelancing, at the beginning you're probably going to be on your own, and also it's kind of just being humble when you're working, just remembering in like certain environments just to be humble and like be aware of what you're capable of and slowly build. And then the other thing is like once you find out what you really enjoy doing, let's say you get a job that pays well and you're happy with that pay and you really enjoyed the job, at that point just keep going. Like you know that you can do that job and you know you can get the right amount of money to keep you going. So once you've proven that to yourself, then that's a really good base point for you to continue.